Yuki, I know that's you.
Yeah, I know this is me too because it's my profile picture, right?
Yep, totally.
Hey, it's totally because that.
Forget my name, okay? That's not really my
Oh my God, not the real original name.
yeah. That's just for the parents meeting and report.
Oh. Okay, now I have changed my profile picture. Wait, it's still loading. Okay.
Hey, what is that?
It's Big Floppa.
Wow, amazing.
Oh my God, full new morning.
Not this song again.
At full morning now. It's just 4 students. Wait, no, not 4. Only 3 students here. No one wants to be smart. But learning what is invention. How to say it? Invention. Invention, yeah. Hey, that's Miss Malta. And that's me. Upside down. It's the Roblox game in Nico.
Hey guys,
And why is the song like the intro is so bass boosted?
Yes, it's boosted because we are here and we want to talk to you guys about something that's quite good for your future, which is called
Investing.
Investing.
Yeah, investing, money managing.
I'm trying to invest. I'm trying to invest a free Robux generator.
Well, you can invest in anything you want, in Robux, in Bitcoin, in gold, whatever it is that you are interested in. So we are going to introduce you to the concept of investing and what kind of options you have for investing. Yeah. So we have today, let's start with the left side. We have Vania. Hi, Vania. How are you doing, Vania? You're doing good? Ready to invest your hard-earned Robux or money?
Robux. Get
And then
big Robux.
we hear you, Vania, but
I'm suggesting not to buy Robux because why buy things just for a game?
Yeah, my dad bought me some. Yeah, I didn't want to tell my dad to buy Robux, but yeah, I just tell that much of my friends have Robux. And then yeah, my dad asked me, how many Robux do you want? Wait, what?
okay.
Oh, wow.
And then I say just 14. Yeah, I just say just 400. Wait, I mean 400. 400 and then I try to refresh my Roblox and I get 400 Robux.
Nice. Okay. And now next we have Tracker and Protector. What's your full name?
It's Ina. Tracker,
Ina.
Tracker and Protector of Power Spheres.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now today you're gonna be the tracker and protector of your investments. So next we have, I think we have three brain celled. Who's this three brain celled guy?
If I have to guess, I think
Yuki.
is that Yuki?
Oh, Yuki.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then we have Nico. How are you doing,
Crazy
Nico?
names. Good.
Good. All right. And
Awesome,
then
Nico.
last but not least, we have Kevin. How are you doing, Kevin?
Good.
Good.
Ready to invest? Okay.
Crazy screen
so-
names.
We're gonna
Hello,
go straight into it and talk to
Hello.
you about stocks. Yes.
I'm good. How are
doing?
you?
Who's that? Is that Vania?
Yeah.
Okay, Vania.
Hi, Vania.
Hello.
Okay. And I think we have We Wake Up Putra. And no,
Is that how you pronounce your name? Wiweka?
You can call me Putra.
Putra.
all
Okay,
right,
hi,
okay.
Oh my
Putra.
God.
Meet you.
so we have Putra.
From Trailblazers, I guess. Yeah, no, maybe Front Runner. Front
Are you
Runner.
from Trailblazers or Trailblazers?
I'm from Trailblazer 6.
Okay.
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 I'm
Okay. all right.
TV4.
You pick
How
from
about
TV4.
Putra?
TV4.
T4.
I got the name
Okay.
wrong.
Yep. I think the question was actually aimed at Putra. So Putra, are you a frontrunner or a trailblazer?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I understand your question.
Well, are you a frontrunner or are you a trailblazer? Your
Level.
level.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't understand.
Wait, are you from EF?
From
Oh, but
from where?
okay.
Oh.
I don't
Okay,
think
sorry.
okay, but it's not at EF. Yes, that's which is
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Yes. It's
So
okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Putra.
sorry,
All
I
right.
might ask you this. But anyway, so today we are going to talk about and bring out the slide, and I hope it's interesting for everybody.
Draw painting.
Oh,
We're going to be talking. Actually, we are talking about investing. Do you know what investing is? Who here
I
knows
know, creating something.
what is grading
Creating
something?
somethings, I guess.
Spittings?
I
Okay.
can see.
Learn how to invest. I mean, like investing is making something and you get the money.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So
I guess
it
it's
means to make money. Okay. What else? What else do you
Yeah.
think investing means? What does investing mean? So Yuki said making money. What else? What's
creating
invest-
something. Yeah,
Creating something?
I think
Okay, creating is what?
it's like investing.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
creating
not,
something new, I guess.
yeah, not just about money. It could be skills.
What's
yeah.
skills? Okay, so
I type something in the chat.
right, okay. Okay, in chat. To be good. Okay. The game Monopoly. Right, okay. So that's those are actually good points. So investing is making money. It's also
I keep losing to my dad, my uncle.
yeah, what? Sorry, what was that? Okay, so also somebody mentioned that it's creating as well, creating something. Okay, so investing. And also, how about this? How about what is savings? What do you think savings is? There's a leaking audio. I think we might have to lower some of this volume. Okay.
Unmuted person.
What?
You only have to
please.
lower some
The
volume.
host
Okay,
can
okay.
mute it. The host can mute it. Right
Okay,
now,
nice.
the host I can
All right,
mute.
we'll mute everybody. Yeah. Once if you want to speak up, just feel free to unmute. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we
Great.
also have Nadif here.
Oh, Nadif. Hi, Nadif.
Nadif and
Great.
Somebody unmute it again.
That's Miss Nana.
oh, that's Miss Nana. Okay.
That's what we have.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, right. Okay. So actually, I just want to remind everybody that we'll mute everybody for now. But if you want to answer or you want to ask a question, you can feel free to unmute and let us know. Okay. Great. So the next one, what is savings? So we talked about investing before, but how about savings? What is savings? What do I mean by savings? Like
Savings is saving. Yes.
Saving
I
is
don't know how to-
saving.
Yeah.
Saving what though? Is it saving a document? Saving
No.
work?
Saving money.
Savings can be
Saving.
two things. Savings can be like
Huh?
rescuing, but saving like things,
Okay.
it's like keeping them for later.
Or keeping for later.
Later.
Okay, that's a very good point actually. So keeping something for later. Okay, for saving something or keeping something for later. And in this context, what do you think we're saving?
Money.
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 Yes.
Saving
Lots
Robux.
of
Yeah,
money.
I
Saving
have my I have my one Robux left since I don't know. Since 2020, I guess I haven't buy it with one Robux. I don't know what can I do.
Okay, great. For 2020, that's a lot
You
of
can buy a pen.
lot of
There's
money
one
then.
Robux.
I have been saving money for
Yeah, but I'm not
since I was
going to
first
waste
trained.
I'm not going to waste all of my Robux just for that.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can save it or you can
saving.
spend it, right? Okay. So now how about this? My next question is, what is savings? What is the difference between savings and investing? How about that? What's the
Saving
difference
and
between savings and
investing? I
investing?
don't know.
What's the difference? Or what's the similarity?
I want to get Robux.
Different savings and investing.
Yeah, what's the difference? Investing. They both involve money. They both.
Wait, I don't know how to like describe it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can try.
Wait.
Remember what we
Wait,
saw-
let me think of a word that can describe it.
Okay.
Okay.
One is, and the other is. That's a huge clue.
But both could be very similar to that. So remember what Ina said?
Wait, I think at the most common or the most basic, I guess, saving is not it's not like putting money away in a safe place to use it in the future. Like you save it for something in the future.
Okay,
And
saving, right?
investing is putting your money into investments.
Investments.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good point, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so savings, what Yuki said, is that you can save your money for your future, but also in investing, you put your money somewhere, and also you can use it for your future as well. And that's actually very correct. Now, so what's the difference then? If both are like saving money, and both you can use for your future, what's the key difference between savings and investing? Both are about saving money, about keeping money, and both are about using your money in the future. What do you think?
Sorry.
Any ideas there?
Wait, what is the question?
So with savings, like what you said, Yuki, savings is for keeping money and using it for the future. And you also said that investing is also keeping money and using it for the future. Right? So what's the difference though between the savings and investing?
And yeah, that's
It's
the
more
difference.
like trading and sell, buy, like that.
It could be. So investing is related to selling and buying, okay? But when you
Trading.
invest in something,
That's
yes,
correct. Yeah.
that's correct. But remember, with investing, it's more
When
about
you invest something, you put your money into investments.
yes. So you put your money
Like
to
you
invest.
give your money, not saving your money.
Yes, that's right. So when
That's
saving your money,
but you have more money after you give money.
I think
yes.
saving is the opposite of investing.
Oh, the opposite of investing. Well, it's actually very similar though. So with savings,
it's kinda
you
similar.
keep money, right? So you put money inside somewhere and you keep it. But with investing, you put money in somewhere and your money will grow. It'll increase actually. So you'll get something called profit, right? So when you put your money in somewhere, the money will grow. Okay, so what do you put your money in? Do you put it, like in here? You put it in the ground and water it, and then it becomes, it grows magically. Is that what you do with
Wait,
it?
what? No, it's not like that.
No, it's not like that at all, right? So you actually put it into companies or businesses, or maybe you've heard of yourself. You can invest in yourself as well, right? So you put in something that's useful, that can grow, and that can make more money for you, right?
Yeah.
So that's why when you invest, it's different from saving. When you save money, you could save it in the piggy bank, you could save it in the bank, or you can just save it in your safe if you have a safe, right? And it won't go
Or
anywhere.
just save it somewhere unpredictable.
Exactly. Yes. Hide it somewhere where no one can find it. But with investing, you have to make sure that you invest your money or you put your money in something that will succeed or something that you think will succeed in the future. Okay. So I will talk about Roblox. If you want to, you put in Roblox as well. If you think it will make you more money in the future,
Making a shirt.
you can make a shirt. Okay, so you invest your money in uploading your design onto Roblox, and hopefully it'll make more money for you in the future, right?
Yeah, and I took a screenshot. I took a
Okay.
screenshot for my friend.
you did?
And yeah, I take the screenshot right when Mr. Chris is closing eye.
Oh.
It's like sleeping.
It's like sleeping. Okay. Hopefully I wasn't like sleeping, was I? Right. Okay, so that's why it's very important that you invest in companies. So like just like what Kevin and Nico said, you invest 10 Robux to upload your work in hopes of getting more money back when people buy your stuff, right? So that's an investment. You invest
I
10
did
Robux.
It
You did
didn't
that.
work.
It didn't work?
And yeah, I made a game
Nobody
pass.
bought it.
I made a game pass, and yeah, it says if someone buys something from you, you will get the Robux. It's like
Nobody bought it.
1 or 2 weeks after that, and you will get 70% of the Robux that was sent.
Wow, okay. Well, that's the thing. So in some investments, they
I
call
have,
it a
I
safe
have an
investment.
idea on investing.
Okay, what's your idea in investing?
You save money and then
Uh-huh.
to buy gold.
To buy gold.
After you save again, you can buy more gold.
Right. Okay. That's one way of investing. So you buy gold and then you save it for a while. The price of gold increases and then you sell it again and you get more money. You could do that as well. And then you buy again, you buy gold again and you keep it, wait for the price of gold to increase. That's a good idea. So, but
That's
remember,
what I
with
want to do
investing,
actually.
good idea. Okay, great. So remember, with investing, you can make a lot of money, but just like what Nico mentioned as well, he invested 10 Robux, but no one bought it. So what happens?
So it's a
He
fail.
actually
You don't
spends,
get anything. Just spend it.
you don't get
only.
anything. So that's why sometimes in investments, even though you can make a lot of money, but sometimes they might fail. Okay, that's called risk. So the risk of investing is that you might lose some money as well. Okay, that's why you want to look at companies, invest in companies that you think will succeed. All right, we'll talk about more of that in the next slides. So where can we invest? Somebody said Roblox, but usually people would invest in here. Okay, I think we got to move out of the way, Mr. Chris. Oh yeah.
We can.
Okay, we can virtually move ourselves. Okay, so where do we invest your money? So there's something called the.
I want to get a Robux.
Oh, you want to get the Roblox? Okay, so yeah, you can.
Like for
you can
Robux
get
in front of someone else.
In front of us,
Yeah.
all right. Okay.
Epic
So-
idea.
Don't
So over
do
here-
that because they will most likely ban you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't want that. So you can invest your money in the stock exchange market. Has anybody heard of the stock exchange market? What is that? What's a stock exchange market? It's a very, very advanced term, I think. Maybe maybe Putra knows. Want to give it a shot with that?
Stock exchange
This
is
is
a market where people buy and sell stocks.
Stocks, yes. And do you know what stocks are?
Stocks, it's proof of share of a company.
Share of a company.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
think
good.
that's very simplified.
Yes, exactly. That's
I like
really
the
good.
fact that you use proof.
Yes, proof of the share of a company, right? So you know what share means, everybody? So share is like bits of the company that the company hands out, and people can buy it. And if you buy it, and if the company makes money, then you make more money as well. But again, like all risk or all investments, there are risks. So if the company loses money, then you risk losing money as well. Okay, so that's the stock exchange market. And not all companies go in the stock exchange market. So only companies that are really big and they have to be
have one.
clearing system. Roblox, yeah, I'm not sure Roblox is a publicly
No,
listed company.
Roblox. Yeah,
What's that?
Roblox have one, I think.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah.
I have to check. I haven't seen it yet, but maybe if they're really big, they might have that. A lot of gaming companies actually are publicly listed. I think is EA publicly listed? I'm not too sure. Yeah. EA, Tencent, it's a gaming company as well. They're publicly listed. And some other big companies like you have Amazon, that's publicly listed. Google, of course, it's a very big company. Facebook, and all other big companies. You will find it on the stock exchange market. Right. The next one is called the Commodities Market. What are commodities? I think Ina actually mentioned it just now. She wanted to invest in it. Remember what it was? You wanted to invest in gold, right? So that's a commodity.
Stocks exist on that.
They do.
This sounds relaxed. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh my god.
That means Roblox exists then. Wow. So commodities are like gold. What else are commodities? So usually it's precious metals or natural resources like oil and gas. Those are commodities. Other precious metals like diamonds. You have copper. You have silver. So all of those, they do publicly sell those as well on the market. You can buy them or you can sell them. Okay. Next, we have mutual funds. What are mutual funds? Has anybody heard of mutual funds before?
No, I only have heard about the funds. And yes.
Okay, that's okay. So mutual
funds.
funds.
Group funds that you can, like group funds.
It's almost like group funds, exactly. So you have a group of people, where they will buy something. Okay, so, but except in this case, it's more of the fact that a company will buy a lot of investments. So, for example, like maybe like me or Mr. Chris, we don't really understand the stock market. We don't really understand the commodities market. So, but somebody, an expert, does understand that, and he will buy the good stocks and he will buy the good commodities, and then we can give him money, right? You can give him money. Mr. Chris can give him money. You guys as well can give him money as well, and he will take that money and put it into his investment in all the stocks that he thinks will succeed. And then when he succeeds, then he will give a share of that money to us as well. Okay, so that's a mutual funds. Okay, so it's a bit safer, but sometimes you don't make that much money as if you would do it yourself. And also, of course, you have to pay a fee to the person as well. Okay, but it's more safer because if you don't really understand the stock market, you could just invest your money in that person, and that person will take care of your money, and he will guarantee a certain amount of money every year. Okay? Right. The next one we have is buying property. What is property? Right? This is property. This is technically is property.
Property, like houses, empty land, and apartments.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I can see you can read that.
That's actually the point in Monopoly. We buy
property is like buildings and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Buildings, land,
Yeah.
And also, is it just about buying and selling land or selling houses? What else would be related to property? How about renting?
But in Monopoly, we can't sell buildings or houses.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, all right. But you can, every time someone lands on your Monopoly spot, they have to pay you a renting fee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also property as well.
Getting rich.
So in property as well, you can buy a piece of land, you can buy a house, you can buy a building, and you can either sell it to somebody or you can just rent it to different people. Okay, so of course with selling, you get a large sum of money in a very short amount of time. But when you rent, that money might come back to in the long term. They call it long term. Right? So it's a long-term investment. So you buy it, you rent it out to people. So maybe in about 2 or 3 years, you will actually get your money back. But the good thing about it is that it'll keep growing more than 2 years. That's a good thing about renting. When you sell, it's more short-term, but then afterwards, you have nothing. You have to buy another property again. You have to look for another building or house again. Okay? So again, there are benefits and risks when you're buying things. All right. And the next area you can invest in is you can save it in the bank, actually, or you could do what they call a term deposit. So who knows what a deposit is, or a term deposit? What is that? Has anybody heard of that before?
Which one? Because it's kind of lagging in the voice.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So when you save your money in the bank, you can put your money in something called a term deposit. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't really know about it.
You didn't really know about it. Okay. Maybe anybody else here wants to try and explain it?
Yeah,
Very
I
simple.
want to try and explain
sure.
it. Actually, have heard of it. So deposit is when you money in the bank, and then you agree a certain period of time where you cannot withdraw the money, and then in that period of time, your money will get interest, and you will get the interest. So your money grows.
That's very.
Bank deposit, right?
Yes,
That's great.
Correct.
That's a really good explanation. Very simplified as well. Thank you, Buddha, for that. So as Buddha said, it's an investment for a certain amount of time, and your money is locked in for that certain amount of time. But the good thing about it is that you get something called interest. So what is interest? Does anybody know what interest is? As Buddha said, he said you get interest on your term deposit. What does that mean? Interest. And that's going to be a very important term later on. So what is interest?
Interest. Yeah, I know what that means, but I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. Does anybody else want to try? Interest. What is interest? Okay, well, interest is okay. Okay, interest is a percentage. What's that?
Hey, stop showing your pen. Don't be arrogant.
Ben, okay. All right, so interest is a percentage of the money that you put inside. Okay, so a percentage. So for example, if the bank says, okay, if you save money with me for 1 year, I'll give you 10% interest. So what that means is that after 1 year, they will give you 10% of what you actually invested in them, or what you saved in their bank. So if you put in, like a deposit, yes. So if you deposit 100,000 rupiah, okay, into the bank, and there is a 10% interest, which is actually pretty big, actually. I would do that. 10% interest. So how much money would you earn at the end of the year? How much money do you think? So 100,000, and then there's 10% interest. So what do you think that means?
110K.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would actually receive 110K back, because with your money back, so you would actually earn 10K in interest, right? Or in profit, we should say. Okay, so that's what interest means. That's very good, Nico. So 110K in total. Yes. Okay. Next one we have is, and last one is buying cryptocurrency. Whoa, cryptocurrency. That's a very new term. Who here knows what cryptocurrency is? I have some logos over there that shows, gives a hint of what it is. What is cryptocurrency? It's a currency. It's crypto. So what is that? It's digital currency, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. Okay, so with cryptocurrency, it's very new. You can buy things with it, but not everybody will actually accept cryptocurrency. So that's why it's still very, they call it volatile. It's still very risky as well. And they say that it's based on speculation. Okay, speculation, which we will dive into later. Okay. All right, so the next one. So since we know where we invest our money in, now it's time for an example. Okay, so just to make things a bit more simpler, right? Oh, you gotta go back. Okay, so example time. So who here, okay, we're gonna think of a business, okay? So I wanna think of a business, and who here has a canteen in their school? Who remembers if there's a canteen in their school?
I do. I do.
I do have.
But I don't get food from that. I just
You don't get food?
I just bring food from home.
Oh, you get food from home. Okay. Who there? Okay, so when you went to school in your school, who used to buy food from the canteen?
I do.
No.
You never buy food from the canteen?
No.
Friends do.
Pay for lunch at school.
Oh, they pay for
Yeah,
lunch at school.
but
Okay.
monthly. Sometimes
okay.
yes.
Monthly.
Okay. So the canteen will supply you with food. Is that correct? Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there is sometimes something. Yeah, but there are 2 canteens in my school, and yeah,
Uh-huh.
I often go to the another one,
Uh-huh.
and it
Okay.
sells everything,
Sells
even
everything.
toys.
Okay. Even toys. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's more than a canteen then. Okay, so who here during the pandemic? All right. So I'm sure you know when you used to go to school, you used to get food from your canteen, right? But then during this pandemic or during COVID, you wouldn't have to get food from the canteen anymore, right? So, but you might though. I'm curious. How many of you still get food from your school canteen? Who here still gets food from the school canteen, even if you're going to school online? How many people? I think it's nobody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And who here would want to order from their school canteen? Maybe using Gojek or Grab.
Me.
And not you. Oh, you.
Yeah.
Okay. And how come? Why do you want to order from your school canteen? Do you like the food there?
The Indomie on my school canteen is the best.
Right. Okay. So the Indomie in your school is the best. Okay. Who else here has really good Indomie in their school or really good food at their school canteen? And you would want to
I
spend
do.
some money. You do as well. Wow. Okay. So how about the rest of us?
In my school, I have a primary, inclusive, regular, and brilliant.
And what's that? A regular and a
Regular, inclusive, and brilliant.
and brilliant. Is that what you said?
In my school,
Uh-huh.
I have a regular, inclusive, and brilliant.
Oh, right. So when you're in school, you're impulsive. You would buy it on the spot, huh? So now, not everybody actually answered that they would want to buy food or they would want to send a Gojek or a Grab to purchase their food at your school canteen, right? And maybe some reasons are because it doesn't taste as good as other food that you can buy, or maybe because the food there is not as interesting as the other food that you have. Yes.
You know, me and Melvin is my friend. Me and Melvin, running in canteen.
Riding in where? In the country? Riding in the country. Oh. Okay, well, so if you were given the opportunity to improve your canteen, okay, so they say, well, to make the food more better, right? I need your money. I need your money to hire new people, to hire a better chef, to get more ingredients, to get more better tasting ingredients. Would you do it? Do you think that would be a good investment?
Yeah.
No.
No.
School is ready.
Yeah, I think it is.
School canteen is already empty.
Even I don't get any. Wait. No. I will not do it because the food on my canteen is already good.
Yeah, same.
Don't need any upgrade.
Oh, okay. So now my next question is, what do you think?
Needs more upgrades.
Need more upgrades. Okay, so some needs upgrades, some don't need upgrades because they're pretty good. But now, my next question is, what do you think happened to your school canteen now? Since you don't see it anymore, is it still there? Are the people that sell food there? Are they still selling food there?
It's still there.
So, 'cause it's
It's still
yummy.
there. It's okay because it's yummy, so it's still there.
It's still there, but none of the student was allowed to use it.
Oh, no students can use it. So who uses the canteen?
Yeah, just the teachers.
The
Yeah.
teachers.
Yeah, teachers and everyone except students.
So everybody except students. Okay, so now, so that's actually a very good explanation because of a certain situation, not because the food tastes bad or the food tastes good, but because of something called an external factor, the pandemic, or COVID-19. So now students cannot have the food, and now only teachers can have the food, right? So that would probably affect their sales. That would probably affect how many customers they get, right? Yes,
at school there's usually canteen for teachers and canteen for students, but now there's a pre-order menu.
They have a pre-order menu from your school. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. So
Yeah.
they had to adapt, and they made a pre-order menu for students. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Wow. That's really impressive. That's a really good good job on the side of the school to have that. That's great. So now we're gonna look at some companies. Okay. So there are the companies that that actually had to go through the same thing that your canteens had to go through. So I call this time a prediction time, because we're trying to predict how these 5 companies over here, how did they get affected by COVID? Did they do good? Did they do bad? Or did they just, nothing, they didn't really get affected by COVID?
COVID-19.
Yes.
Just because
Yes. So me and Mr. Chris chose 5 companies that were affected by COVID-19. One company from the aviation industry or airline industry, and we chose Garuda Indonesia. The next one is from the recreation industry or entertainment, and we chose Ancol or Dufan. Who's been to Ancol and Dufan?
me, I only
Anybody?
have been to Ancol, not Dufan.
You've never been to Dufan? Oh, you should go there sometime. Maybe, but of course after the pandemic when everything's safe, right? All right, and also we have for the retail
Isn't
industry. So
Ancol
retail,
open now?
Anchol's, yes, it's open, and then we'll see later. We'll see how it's doing. Okay, I have some data that we can see and see how they're doing throughout the COVID times. And next one we have is called retail. What is retail? What do you think retail means?
Tycoon.
Retail's like very similar.
Retail, online retail, it's like buying something, but online. Yeah, buying something, I think.
So retail, yes, it's about buying things, right? So you buy clothes, you buy furniture, so that's called retail. So anything that's about selling products and selling items like that, you would categorize it in retail. And for the retail industry, I chose to go with Sogo or the Metro department store. If you remember, maybe you've been to Plaza Indonesia or you've been to Pondok Mall, you would see Sogo or Metro department store, right? And next up, we have the online retail. Right. So what's online retail? Like Tokopedia or
Like
Amazon?
retail, but online.
Yes, exactly. So buying things online. And the last one we have is the healthcare industry, because of course we're dealing with COVID-19, a very dangerous virus. So let's have a look at the healthcare industry as well. And we chose C-level hospitals to look at. Right. So here's the activity. I want you guys to guess. So look at this graph over here. Okay. So this graph shows the performance of Garuda Indonesia, or their earnings before the pandemic. So this is in July to December 2019, before the pandemic. Okay, as you all know, the pandemic hit in after January 2020, right? So look at the performance. It's kind of gone up a bit and kind of dipped down a bit and then leveled out, kind of going straight. So what do you think happened after the pandemic? Do you think it stayed stagnant? Again, how much lower do you think?
The supermarket will get more stocks and
Stocks?
yes.
Okay. So of course, supermarket also got a lot of stocks as well. But how about this one? How about Garuda Indonesia in the aviation industry? Do you think they went down just a bit and then climbed back up, or what do you think happened?
I think it just go down.
You just went down all the way flat down?
No,
today?
it's like not that flat. Later go
Not
up
flat.
again and just
It
like
actually
yeah.
went quite low.
Okay. All right. Okay. And anybody else want to try and predict what happened to Garuda during this
Not
entire year?
I believe it's not good.
It wasn't good for Garuda Indonesia. Okay. Right.
It's
Probably.
not good because nobody's going with the plane.
Right. Oh.
A lot of people are still
Wait,
in
what did I see? What did I see? Ah,
Wait, not yet. Okay. All right.
It's behind your camera, so I can't
Yes.
see it.
I have to block it first. Okay. All right. So now let's have a look, Mr. Chris. Let's open it up and see what actually happened. Okay. Look, as you guys predicted,
Yeah,
it went down all the
oh
way
my
down.
god, that's
Look at that.
It's literally
Look at
low.
Yeah, but look at that. Okay. Something interesting happened. In about October to December, it actually went up again. Right? Why do you think that happened?
Not at
Holidays.
Holidays.
That's
That's
holiday.
Yes, holiday.
yes, the holidays. But there was still the pandemic, though. How
I
come
don't
during
know what
holidays?
it's in
Let's see.
English. I think it's not. I don't know what it is in English.
Okay, okay. Is it during the Ramadan period? Do you think?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay, so actually in this graph, this is actually where it spikes. That's December actually. So
Oh, Christmas.
Christmas, yes. So
Oh.
before
Oh yeah,
Christmas. So if
it's
you,
Christmas.
yeah, so if you remember during that time, that was when the COVID numbers were actually going down. I should have actually showed a graph of the COVID numbers coming down. Yeah. So COVID numbers were going down. Everybody was getting vaccinated, and people were getting more confident to travel again. So that's why people began traveling using Garuda.
And it's fall again. And up
Yes,
again.
and all of a sudden
Fall up.
it fell again. What do you think happened
Down,
there?
up, down, down, and down.
The person that goes to Garuda Indonesia, like the people now the amount is not like that much. It decreased.
No
This
lockdown,
because-
so nobody can
Yes.
go out of the island or ride go out of
Not
the
stonks
country.
anymore.
Country.
It's
That's
not
right.
stonks anymore.
So
Not
remember,
stonks anymore.
so during that time,
Stonks for
that's,
sure.
that's exactly right. Not many people actually flew because of the Delta variant, right? And there were a lot of restrictions. The government said nobody could leave the country, and also nobody could enter the country. Also, from other countries, they restricted countries like Indonesia and India from traveling to their country as well, which also halted a lot of the Garuda flights. So Garuda had to cancel a lot of their flights, and hence, or that's why you can see another dip until today. So it's kind of flatlined.
Below
So it's
average on the line.
very below average, yes. And I think Garuda actually stopped trading on the stock market because of that. So you can see that kind of flat line, just flat, because they stopped trading because they were getting hit too much. Okay,
Getting frustrated. No more stonks.
frustrated. Yes, no more sales, no more stocks. Great. Okay, next one we have. So we had Garuda Indonesia, and next one we have is Ancol
Oh,
or
yeah.
Dufan. Look at that,
Addiction
Ancol
was
or
like
Dufan. Recreation. Okay, so who wants to
I
try and
don't
guess?
think so.
What
It
happened?
will
Before
go
the
stonks,
pandemic.
okay? I don't
Don't think-
go stonks.
There are no stonks. There are
there's
no
not gonna be
stonks.
stonks, okay?
No stonks?
No more stonks.
Stonks.
What do you call it stonks? It's called
Look,
stock.
the before pandemic. Look at right on the middle. There's going high, very high, like really fast. The speed.
It's increasing.
Speed.
isn't it?
It makes a spike. It makes a very big spike
That's a good
and a
point.
very thin.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So what do you think happened after the pandemic? Did it keep spiking up?
No, it's spiking down or even do straight line.
Or a deadline? And why do you think that happened?
Some straight line and then only a little zigzag, and then straight
Okay.
line again.
All right. And why do you think that would happen to the company? Why do you think that would happen to Ancol? So, is it like Nico mentioned, it's open. Why would it go down?
Because people
yeah. Wait, I think it's gonna go down and up
No,
again.
it's on
Okay, one at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
Right, one at a time. Okay.
Me, I know why.
Okay. It's
Because
Nico.
the
Why do you
virus
think?
spiked
we are finished.
in October.
No stonks for Ancol.
No stonks.
No, hold on. Okay.
When we finish.
If you want to leave, it's okay. If you need to leave, it's okay.
Just be patient. What do you mean?
When we are finished.
Why just 5 p.m.?
Just be patient. This is fun. It's not
It's
boring
really
at all.
fun, actually.
This is
Okay.
fun.
Very interesting. Yes, it's
okay.
very good
Yeah, this
information.
is fun. Learning something epic.
Yes,
Okay.
epic.
Learning about
Learning how
stonks.
to win in Monopoly.
Learning about stonks. Exactly.
Learning how to win in Monopoly.
Yeah, that's why.
Yes.
It's
Learning
yes.
the
Okay, so
songs.
Ancol, Okay, what's Chris? You want to show him? So this is what happened to Ancho. Look at that.
Oh
Whoa.
my god, that's bad. That's
dropped all
not
the way
stonks,
down.
okay?
I know why.
Yes.
I know why.
Dropped all the way down.
Yeah,
Why is that?
the building's already like
It happened. It really happened. Did it?
Bro, wow, it's
Okay,
what?
hold on.
So that people now.
really low.
It's really no stonks.
No stonks.
Okay,
Below
like
average.
like what Nico said.
Yeah, look,
Yes.
that one is the Mount Everest, and then it goes to not
Yeah.
to not Mount Everest.
Just like
Yes.
average, below
Yeah, remember.
average.
Yeah,
Okay, remember. Like what
it's
Nico
the
said.
most not stonks ever.
Yes, so remember it was yeah. So Ancho and Dufan were still open at the time.
Stonks.
But
Yes.
they went down. And look at that. It hit all the way to the bottom. You see that? It's because
Ouch!
the government,
Ouch, that
the
must be
government
hurt.
forced them to close. Yes, it
Yeah,
hurts so
that
much.
might be very hurt. And then,
Close.
what is the meaning of the red one?
Okay. Oh, the red ones. No. We can learn about. It's called volume. So it's about how many
Oh.
people are selling and how many people are buying at one time. So in here you can see
That's
red
right.
means that a lot of people are selling
Below
the
average.
stock. That's why the stocks drop down really low. Okay. But in terms of performance, is because during that time the government shut down a lot of places, not just Dufan. They shut down Ragunan, Taman Safari, and other places as well for recreation. So that's why it dropped down all the way. Look at that. Yes, it's true. Look at that. It went up again. Why do you think it went up?
No,
Wait,
it's
I
small.
have a question. What is recreation?
It started to open
Recreation.
This is like, just like.
Yes.
But how can you don't know
One at
recreation?
a time. One at a time. One at a time. One at a
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Me
So
first.
recreation. Okay, so recreation means fun, right? So means something enjoyable. So for example, going to Dufan to ride on roller coasters, or going to the zoo to look at animals. That's all recreation. Right? Even going to the gym as well. That would be classified as recreation. Okay. So it's as you said as well, Nico and Yuki, that during that time the government actually did open and allow places to open as well. But the problem is that it didn't spike up like here because a lot of people didn't really trust these places. So they weren't ready to go to because it was still too dangerous. Yeah, these are trust them until now, huh? All right, so that's why they're still kind of flat over there. But there, look at that. They are
Below
actually
average.
improving a bit. Yeah, they're still below average, but they're actually increasing again. Okay, great. So the next one we
yeah.
have, what we have. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's stonks. That's stonks.
Oh my god, that's a big stonk.
Yeah,
so
but
remember,
it's
this
just
is retail, okay?
low again.
Retail industry.
Yeah.
So who wants to guess what happened to the retail industry? What do you think? Look at that. It's actually increasing. I mean, it's lots of zigzags, but the zigzags is it's actually going upwards.
Yeah, the on the look, it's literally stonks.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
part
very
that
big
stonks.
stonk.
That's nice.
But
Yes,
and
there's
it
one
just
part that
go
actually
fall again.
increased, spiked up really
Yeah.
high, right? So all the way to
Yeah.
December. So all the way to December, it actually spiked up. Look at that.
was
No,
Bigger
it's
than
not
Angel Mount
stonks, it's
Everest.
stonks.
Yes.
in Indonesia.
Not
What do you think
Two
happened?
stonks.
Probably Putra, you want to try and guess what happened to the retail industry? Because this is actually quite interesting for me as well.
I think it doesn't go up or doesn't go down that much.
Okay, so it cannot remain flat. Is that what you
Yeah.
think? Okay, why do you think why do you think it would remain flat? Why do you think so?
I don't know, because I think it's not as impacted as the other two before, like the airlines and the recreation. Yeah.
It's a good point. So with recreation and with aviation, because people just can't travel because of government restrictions, so you would think that it's those would be affected a lot. But retail, like So Good Metro, people still shop, right? People still want to buy clothes. People still want to buy furniture as well. All right, so let's see what happens actually. Oh,
Ouch! That's ouch.
well
They're
done.
not stonks.
lot.
Oh my god, that is a
That's not stonks. That's not stonks.
literally that's it.
I knew that was gonna happen anyways.
But look at this. Look what happened. As soon as it dropped down, all of a sudden, look at
That
that.
is
It bumped back
literally
up,
a canyon hill.
right? So yes, it's a
Yeah.
canyon. But look at
There's
that.
literally a canyon.
Yes, it went back up. Look at that. Okay, so just like what Putra said, is that it would get hit pretty hard, but not really, because it's not as bad as the aviation or recreation
Oh,
industry.
look, there's
People
stonks.
still had to
Look,
buy.
there's stonks. Look,
There
Yeah,
are
people
some
still had to buy-
stonks.
Because
Yeah.
people
buy
still
things,
need
some
right?
small
grocery.
stonks.
Many
Yes.
kind
Still,
of COVID.
there are still some
Stop,
stonks.
stop.
And
Yes.
they will
Look
not
at
believe
okay,
you.
and look at those peaks, and you call them peaks and troughs. Okay,
Yeah.
what is it? Troughs.
Yeah.
Troughs. Yeah,
But
peaks and
there's
troughs.
no-
Really a canyon right there.
Yeah, but relatively, it's kind of flat. So after it dropped and then went back up, and then
No,
it's still
there's a canyon hill. Literally, there's a canyon hill drop.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it
the
will
canyon
not
hill, yes.
hide.
Yeah,
Then
I'm
Agreed.
almost thinking about
Super
like
not stonks.
no stonks for this, and yeah, it happens. Like before,
Right,
I think
okay.
this is true stonks, and then I feel kind of suspicious because I cannot see the half part.
Okay, that part, right?
I want to
Yes.
make a
So remember, there's a lot of factors that could affect this. Maybe because people still had to buy things, or maybe because they had their own maybe online store. We don't know. We had to do more research into that. People need groceries as well. Yes. All right. Let's check the other one.
Not be able to do anything.
Okay. How about this one? How about hospital?
There should be a lot. There should be a lot. There should be a lot. There should. This should be. This should be stonks. This should be stonks.
Okay. Okay.
Hospital can we
Anything
go
else?
up?
Anything else?
Hospital can go
Look
up.
at the stonks.
But also
Gonna
Look.
be stonks.
This is a
Hospital.
hospital. There should be stonk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think? Why do you think they would increase? Why do you think they would actually go up?
Because there are some COVID-19 and it's very big, so people will go to the hospital to check or maybe to vaccine,
Okay,
and
okay.
maybe if they have the COVID-19 thing, virus
Okay.
on their body, it should go there. And in Indonesia there are some like 1,000 people.
Okay. Okay.
1,000 people gets
Makes sense.
COVID-19.
a higher percentage of
Yes, this should be true stonks. This should be the true
Where you
stonks.
see those
So-
spikes?
They will also not do it for
I really wanted to
expensive.
see it. I hope it's
Russian-
stonks.
I do not think it will go up
Nico,
too high.
it's a bit hard to hear you, Nico.
You don't think it would go up?
Yeah.
It's gonna be stonks, I think.
Because
Okay.
of what, sorry?
Because-
more people is coming.
Oh, because more people come, so it would go up as well. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
This is. Oh my god!
Yeah,
That
actually,
oh my god! Look,
look
that
at
there
that.
is a stonks. There is
drop
a real
and then it went up.
stonks.
Oh yeah, that is a very real stonks.
Yeah. So what do you think happened? Oops.
That
let me
is
move this.
absolutely
What do you
stonks.
think happened over here?
Yeah.
Why did it drop?
It dropped because
Because yeah, the more
they
people
were
got
not prepared
COVID-19.
for
Right
corona.
now, everyone calling it
Exactly. Yes. So during this time, hospitals were not prepared for COVID. Okay.
Yes.
And also people avoided hospitals. And at that time, also the government said only people with COVID could visit the hospital, or people that had to have important surgeries or had to have important medical care. Only they could visit. Everybody else could not visit the hospital. Okay, so that's why it dropped, and that was for a very long time, all the way until.
There's just
February.
stonks.
Yep. And now look at that.
Stonks.
So this year in February, why do you think it went up? Why do you think all of a sudden it spiked up? What do you think
because
happened?
the
What changed?
hospital now
because there's this Delta variant of COVID-19.
But then in the past as well, you had that as well.
there
But
were also other ones, but
yeah.
I know why.
What do you think? What do you think?
It's because the hospital now has supplies to help the patient to treat the patients, and the government is not telling everybody to go to the hospital. to
Well,
get
yeah,
treated.
that too as well. But then what else changed? What else do you think? What changes did the hospital
It gets more stonks because at that time maybe the wave of the COVID-19 increases.
Yes,
Right,
that's
okay, that
also
too.
happening.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
how about, but how
Agreed.
about do you guys remember about the vaccinations? How about that? When do you think the vaccines came out?
Oh.
It cost that too.
Yes.
Yeah, because
So,
of the vaccine too.
It's because of
But I think
vaccines.
near when it spiked anyways.
Yes. So when the vaccines came out, all the doctors had to have, and also medical care workers, they all had to have, is mandatory for them to get vaccinated. And even they had to have a third vaccine as well, because as you know, you're supposed to get two vaccines, right? Two shots. But medical professionals,
They do that.
yeah, they have to get three shots. And not only the the Sinovac, but also they had to get either the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine. So it meant that the
Or
doctors were
Sinopharm.
more, or Sinopharm, yes. So it meant that hospitals were relatively more safer in the fact that they wouldn't spread the virus anymore, and also they had a lot of strict protocols or rules at the hospital that
That
made
is
people more
true.
confident to come back to visit the hospital.
That is
Yes.
definitely true.
Sure, yes, okay. And of course, there are a lot of other factors that we might not know about, and that's what caused all those little and minor dips or minor spikes. But in general, it's because of these larger factors like the vaccinations and better healthcare system, and now a lot of doctors and hospitals they understand what they're dealing with, and they know how to minimize the risk of spreading COVID-19. Right. Okay.
Unlike
So
before,
that's quite surprising,
nobody
wasn't it?
know.
Yeah,
Before
it's
nobody
stonks.
knew how to do it. Yeah. So also we have one more actually. Oh yes, we have this as well.
Oh,
Goodness.
One more.
Oh my god,
God,
it's dead.
Oh.
Look at that.
Idea, idea.
It's gonna be stonks. It's gonna be the most
It's gonna be
cool
stonks.
It's gonna be
sure?
the coolest.
It's gonna be
Oh.
stonks, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bismillah.
Actually go up
I
the
hope it
mountain
be
so
stonks.
people can
How
see
come
the
I
it's gonna be stonks.
It should be
Let's-
stonks.
Nobody
A really high
is-
stone. Oh my
is
god,
the
that's
diamond
a
store after
Oh my
the
god, that's the big
Now
stonk.
it's rising. Big
Wow, that's a very big stonk.
That's a big
Yes.
bang.
Okay, let me take screenshot.
Let me take
Can someone screenshot?
Oh, it's right when Mr. Ryan will close the eyes. Lol.
No.
That's
No.
a really
Okay,
big
so what do you think happened here? What do you think? Why did it increase so much?
Yeah, because
Because
nobody
we
is
can't
nobody
go to
go to mall, so it's buying
physical
on the online.
stores, so we
I
need
know
to use the
why.
online shop to buy anything.
That's
I
right,
know
exactly right.
why.
Everybody,
I know
yes,
why.
you know why? Yes. And what else, Nico?
Because since people can't go outside, they will
Mhm.
need to do it from online stores. And
Oh, yes, yes.
Tokopedia is one of the
Yes.
biggest one.
Exactly.
So they
Yes,
can
that's
do
exactly
it.
what Ina said. So everybody has the same idea. Nico, Ina, and also Kevin as well. You all had the same idea, which is everybody stayed at home and they began to buy things online, and that's why you see a huge.
So it's keep going up.
It keeps going up, and also remember that because of this, they also got a. So it started very low over here, right? Oops, over here. It's
No,
very,
that's
very low.
really
Very
dead.
low
That's really
because
dead.
everyone went to real physical stores to buy
Yes.
everything. But
Yes.
and then after the pandemic started, because there was lockdown and nobody could go to
Yes.
stores, everyone started using online shops.
Yes. So even their existing customers began using more online shops. Plus, they also got a lot of new customers, and that caused a huge spike upwards. So people who previously didn't know about these places, they did research, and then they began to download and use these apps for buying this stuff.
Mister,
So that's why. Yes.
do you know what I'm thinking when I see not stonks?
What's that? What do you think?
Do you
Not
know what
stonks.
I'm thinking?
I'm not sure what you're thinking. What are you thinking, Yuki?
I'm thinking about stinks.
Stinks. Okay. So the opposite of stonks is stinks. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have
the
additional bonus
button
one as well. The last one, the bonus one. All right, so look at this.
Oh, what's
You guys know what
this?
Bitcoin is?
Yes,
Oh,
I
it
do
must
know.
be stonks. It must be.
Oh, this must be stonks.
Yeah.
Sure.
This must be
What
stonks.
is Bitcoin?
Right, okay.
What
This
are
is
This
you-
must be
Stonks.
stonks. This is stonks.
So what's Bitcoin? Bitcoin is actually, it's called a cryptocurrency. So it is a digital, they call it a digital asset or digital currency. So basically, it's a currency or it's an asset or something. It's an item that is created from what do you call it? From software, basically from code. So it doesn't actually exist, but because of the coding, they've coded it in a certain way that it's safe and that you can actually trade it with other people safely as well.
Yeah.
Now it's very new technology. Not everybody agrees with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, and
Elon Musk
hence that's why we're going to see what do you think
Elon
happened.
Musk agrees with Dogecoin.
Yeah, so like Elon Musk, he agrees with it, but Bill Gates not so much, and also some other very very famous and legendary investors. They also don't really trust in Bitcoin yet. But then you have a lot of new players like Elon Musk, and also some countries as well. They use Bitcoin as their official currency.
It's very epic.
He's very epic. Yes, I would agree as well. He's a very epic guy.
Must be
Okay, so
stonks. It must be stonks.
Lungs? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so yes.
Oh, that's a
look at-
stonk.
Oh, no,
That's a
it's true
stonk. It's true stonk.
It's true stonks. It's
Look at
true
this.
stonks.
Look
Oh,
at this,
oh my
guys.
god.
Currency.
Wait, let me check. Let me check my screenshot. Which one is
Let me
bigger?
screenshot it.
Okay.
Let me just check it.
Okay,
Wait, let me check it.
This is the
let's try
hospital.
this online.
Wait,
So
the
you
biggest is Amazon
online.
Tokopedia. The biggest is Tokopedia.
So if you
Yeah,
want,
Tokopedia is
The
bigger.
biggest is
Amazon
Amazon
Tokopedia.
Tokopedia.
yes, on Tokopedia. Okay, so you can research
Even
this
my
online.
mom uses so often.
Okay, but look at this.
I'll
So in
send
the
you some
beginning,
pictures on
it's
Discord.
very low, right? It's very low at the beginning, and then as time went by, as the pandemic occurred, it spiked. So, do you think it was
It
affected
stonks.
by the pandemic, or was there something else, some other
Yes.
factor?
There-
What do you think the factor was?
affected by the pandemic.
I don't know.
And
You
I
know?
don't really know, but
there's
Uh,
stuff
after
in the pandemic.
after pandemic or when the pandemic, I think much people need it because
Yes,
they
yes.
need like a non-contact money thing.
Yes, so contactless or yes, non-physical money, right? So
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened actually. So a lot of people during the pandemic, some people stayed home and they began researching about what
Amazon
are
and
the
Tokopedia
currencies to use.
got the biggest stonks.
Yes. Now, but remember, this is not publicly traded yet. So during that time, people began to do what they call speculation. Remember, I used that word in the beginning, speculation. So what does speculation mean? What does it mean to speculate? So when you speculate, it means that you're guessing. You're making an educated guess about something. And this is what people did. They began to guess what would happen to Bitcoin. And they began to guess, I think later on we can buy things with this cryptocurrency. So that's why people began.
You can already do that.
Yes, you can buy things.
Tesla with it.
Yes,
But yeah,
well,
before the pandemic, people don't really need it.
yeah. So before the
People
pandemic,
think like there's nothing wrong with the money that have
You
contacts.
can buy Tesla
Yes.
with Bitcoin.
Yes.
so yes, that's also true as well. So remember, there's a lot of factors that are affecting the price or the value of the Bitcoin. So some people thought that it would actually be useful, so that's why it spiked up. And then Elon Musk said, "Hey, you can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin," and then that's where you see it go up all the way to the top. That's when Elon Musk said that you can buy a Tesla. But then look at that, it dropped down again. Yes. Right. So what happened there? So when it dropped down, but here's the thing, Elon Musk all of a sudden said that no, now you cannot buy a Tesla with Bitcoin, and that's why it dropped. So that's where the speculation part comes in,
Oh,
where people
you
thought,
can't now?
oh, you can't. Yeah, Elon Musk said that you can't buy Tesla with Bitcoin anymore because it was getting too expensive. Bitcoin was getting too much.
That is
So that's
strange.
why it dropped down. See? And then now it's beginning to spike up again because people are speculating for another spike. They're waiting for that other spike again. So that's why, as I said, it's very controversial. Or maybe I should say that it's a currency that or asset that people can't really trust yet
Elon Musk
because
is going to go to the moon.
yes, he did actually. Yeah, that's true. So and news like that, is exactly why people don't really aren't really too invested in Bitcoin, because news like Elon Musk saying that Bitcoin goes to the moon and all that stuff actually drives the price up. So something that doesn't really have anything to do with the value of the Bitcoin, but it actually makes it actually makes the price go up. Unlike like the aviation industry, where the less customers you have, the lower the price. The more customers you have, the higher the price. It's much easier to guess what's going to happen to that stock. Okay, right. So guys, that's all the companies that we're going to be analyzing and predicting. So I hope you guys. So guys, thank you guys so much for doing that. Now I'm going to open up to questions and answers. So do you guys have any questions
No.
that you want to ask just before we close
No,
this?
I will share the memes. I will share the meme of songs on Discord.
Okay, all right, you can do that. All right, everybody's songs. Okay. Anybody
Well,
else?
do you
How
already
about?
send it or what?
I think she did.
No, I haven't sent it. I'm going to think of a meme after I think of the stonks is things.
Okay.
Against tongue.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions or maybe a
doing
request for our next
stonks.
topic? Maybe from Putra. Do you have, because you were very very knowledgeable about this sort of thing. So did you have any questions or maybe any requests for our next topic?
Just, maybe dive deeper into cryptocurrencies because I like it.
You like it? Oh, cryptocurrency. Okay, sure. We'll do that for the next one. And I think we have somebody, one of our friends that actually,
Yeah.
he actually understands cryptocurrency. Yeah.
So he's gonna talk a bit more about conventional stocks compared to cryptocurrency. I've talked to him before, and he's actually against cryptocurrency. So it's gonna be very interesting to talk to him and see
Yes, very
why
interesting.
he's against it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Got a bit of debate with him, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Great. Okay. Thank you, Putra.
Wait,
So we
wait.
will
I
try and
suggest
get that.
we need to
Yes.
see more stonks or things.
Stocks or things.
Do that, yeah.
Always
My
stop.
my friend is actually professional, so
No, it's not.
he's a
I really
professional.
wanted to see more stonks and things.
Right. Okay. Great. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching for today's episode of Lifeclub. And this is actually our first episode of doing investing. So, and I'm really glad
Doing
that it turned out
stonks
very
and
well.
things again. Yay.
Stocks and things. Yes, that was really
Yay.
fun. So thank you so much. Thank you, Putra. Thank you, Nico.
Original Lifeclub name
Thank you,
was
Nikki.
stonks and things.
Kevin, thank you. Ina as well, thank you. I think we just had Vanya. Vanya already left early though. So thank you so much. And also thanks to everybody watching online on YouTube and on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. So guys, this me and Mr. Chris signing out. Thank you so much.
Right.
See you guys later.
Later.
Bye.
If you want to know how much one Bitcoin is, it's one Bitcoin in
Don't
Indonesia
end
rupiah
this.
is
Keep doing stonks.
678 million and
Oh.
161 ribu.
Oh yes,
Wait,
yes, that's right. 1,000.
Super expensive. So yeah.
Woo.
Keep pushing, keep learning, guys. Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you later.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Not again.
Get more stonks.
Having so much fun. Hope it lasts forever. I will be the sun.
The song is best boosted.
Every day. We'll be free.
Yes. We should get more stonks to make a stonk. And we're gonna get more stonks with making more. Oh my god. Okay, JK. Oh wait, I saw from Miss Maltese is like JK, the background.
Okay, disagree.
Okay, bye. I'm going to make a stonks meme. I'll send it on Discord. Bye bye.
Bye.
Gonna wait for the 6
Bye.
Mobile
I'm gonna
Legends.
leave too. I haven't prayed.
Ooh, I need to take back. Don't end it, please. Please don't end it. Don't end it first. Don't end it. Don't end it. Don't click the end meeting. Please just turn off the live.
Yes, just turn it off,
That's the easier way. Please.
please.
Please.